Hi, guys, and welcome to the Steelman Podcast. Today's going to be a quick one. We're going to get into it real quickly and so on. Okay, so first topic is some history in the making with the Diamondbacks. I have to cover this right away because this is just beautiful. This man, I believe his name is Tyler Gilbert.
Yeah. Let me look at. I think that's his name. I didn't.
Tyler Gilbert. This man debuted for the
MLB. Yeah.
Debut pitcher. First game. So the Diamondbacks have only had 3 no-hitters in history, and none of them are at the field. Not only does this dude do it on his debut, he does it at home for the Diamondbacks.
By the way, the Diamondbacks are the worst team in the league record-wise.
Yes. And who did they do it to again? I believe it was
the San Diego Padres.
Yes, the Padres.
The stacked San Diego Padres.
My man was like, yeet, I'm better than all y'all.
So I think it's safe to say he's going to be sticking around there for a while.
Oh, yeah. I was watching all the interviews after, and the coach goes, it didn't really hit me until about the 5th or 6th inning when I thought, oh, this guy's going to do it. Oh, this guy's going to do it. He says, he was just like, I was probably the most nervous out of everybody on that thing. I was uptight. And then he was like, the only thing that I took out of all the advice that I was given is the other coach told him, do not make any rash judgments, take it slow and think it through. So this man was going to, oh boy, we're using a Zoom app. So this man goes and usually this man goes and thinks, okay, so he was scheduled for 105 pitches and he did less than that, but he was like, if it goes a little over, I'm still going to keep him in. So yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what you do with young pitchers. You try and manage their pitch counts so you don't overwhelm them. But once you get to that point in the game where you're in like the 7th inning and they're like, oh yeah, he's got a no-hitter going, so
yeah, he was like, I knew he was going to do it right when the eighth happened, and he had 3 pitches, and that was it. Like 3 pitches on the first one, just 10 pitches.
It was the Cleveland Indians who are going to be the Guardians, but the pitcher who I don't remember his name, he almost threw a perfect game, and it was like the 8th inning that they hit a single, and it wasn't like a fluke or anything. It was a good single. And like a perfect game, if you know that, it's no walks.
Yeah.
It's like a no-hitter, but like you don't walk in one either. Yeah.
I mean, he did walk 3 people, but still.
It's his first time I'll be getting no-hitter.
Yeah. Yes, what do you need? Okay, whatever. So they're going to keep yelling. I don't know.
Wow. Fun.
Yeah. Well, moving on from that, quickly getting on through here. The next topic. Yes!
Intermission. All right. Well, he's gone. I have to show you my new jersey, one of the new ones. It's the alternate New York Islanders. I also have an LA Kings, to be honest. Got a new Ovechkin and a Flyers one, but to be honest, they gypped me out of the Flyers one. The Flyers one is quite possibly the worst one I have.
What is happening?
The Adidas logo is like a lot smaller than the rest. I want to show you this because this is some like groundbreaking stuff here that we're discovering that Philadelphia found a way to screw up NHL jerseys as well. It's so hilarious.
Oh boy. And here he goes. He's going to grab the jersey here. He is going into his closet, picking out of the many hockey jerseys that he has, going to grab the singular one, going to take it out of the closet. As we can see, there is the Philadelphia jersey right there. Beautiful, perfect Philadelphia jersey, right? Yep. And that can also burn. No, I'm kidding.
Now look at this.
Oh, and Capitals. Okay. Are you sure you're a Pittsburgh
this.
Penguin
The
fan?
Adidas logo.
Are you sure you're a Pittsburgh Penguin fan?
Side by side. Which one is bigger?
The Capitals.
Yeah, I know, right? And everybody puts this on because they want to be legit. But this is like bigger and like flatter than the other ones. This one, not gonna lie, this is quite possibly becoming one of my favorites. Although I do not like the Capitals, their jersey is really nice.
Oh boy, he's trading teams. He's trading teams.
I'm not trading teams.
He's trading teams. He's trading teams. He's tradiing teams.
This one, obviously, I had to get the Carter Hart. Had to get the Carter Hart. This one that I have on is a no-namer, as well as the LA Kings one that I got. Should I like maybe you can send them in somewhere and get it stitched up? Get it like Quentin Byfield stitched up. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Well, moving on. I wanted to talk about this. PS freaking G.
They are giving out the money. If I'm not mistaken, they love handing out money.
Neymar Jr., Mbappe, Di Maria, Ramos, Messi, Wijnaldum. The names that are coming into the club. Now, here's my thought. Is they're going to do what they usually do. They're going to win absolutely nothing because it's PSG. They have the best team in all of France, but they can never usually win the league.
All of France, all of the world.
Probably all of the world right now. But they're probably going to make it to the UEFA Champions League and lose to either Bayern Munich or Barcelona. That's all I have to say. Is they're going to lose to a team that that's going to be like so like out there. Like they're going to be good. They're going to make it probably all the way to the semifinals again and lose right before the final, like usual, because it's PSG. Now, if Messi makes a difference, then fine. But still, it's like my prediction is that they're going to have one of the best teams, and they're just not going to do anything with it. The team that I think that might win the UEFA's Champions League this year is I'm actually kind of thinking Man United is going to make a good case for themselves this year, or Liverpool.
Man City.
Man City couldn't do it the last time. They couldn't do it last time versus Chelsea, so I think it's going to be a team you're not expecting. It's going to be a random team. It's not going to be Tottenham. Tottenham can't do it. Tottenham's not going to be able to do it. And did you see the opening? The Arsenal lost to Brentford.
No, I did not.
Yeah, the Premier League opening. Brentford coming up from the second league, the championship of the English. Really just coming up from the second thing. You think Arsenal, being a good club, would win the game. No, they are utter crap at times, and they can't.
Arsenal has been going downhill from what
they're going downhill. They got him. No. They got Aubameyang. They got Saka. At this point, somebody should just pick up Saka and save him. My man needs saved from the team. It's just I feel sorry for Saka.
Okay.
But on other words, we have since we're going from one start of the season to a next start of the season. Let's get into football here. We have had a couple preseason games here. We have made some
the Hall of Fame game, and then week 1 of the preseason is going on now. Probably just about wrapped up here because it is Sunday night at 9 o'clock.
I saw that Bengals won over Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Here's the thing. I was just kind of like, what's happening?
Matter.
I know, yeah.
Preseason doesn't matter so much as it is with depth.
Yeah,
it just shows how much depth the team has, really. Okay, and the team that wins all their games just has more depth.
Here's my thought on the quarterback situations for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rudolph looks like utter crap.
Okay.
Let's hear Josh Dobbins is right behind Haskins. Haskins looks pretty good. I like Haskins and Dobbins. Rudolph.
It's just Dobbs.
Dobbs Dobbs, not the running back. Sorry. I'm confused because
J.K. Dobbins
I
from
just
the Pittsburgh, wait,
sorry.
Baltimore Ravens.
Sorry. For some reason I just
Lamar
do.
Jackson's
Oh,
running
I
back
forgot.
partner.
I forgot. Just Lamar Jackson being a QB threw me off because sometimes when I think of QBs, I think of running backs now just because of him. But uh, just that's the situation there. Rudolph kind of Rudolph does not look good. Rudolph does it. He surprised me how he looks.
Okay.
This year.
So you just pulled off an absolute dish of the year on Lamar Jackson. I'm surprised we haven't been talking about that more. But
no, nothing happened. Sorry. What are you talking about again? What did I do?
Nothing happened. Just dish of the year on Lamar Jackson. He ain't getting back up after that one.
Lamar Jackson's running trying to break ankles, and his ankle's already broken. So this year he's not even going to be able to run or throw. So I mean, at this point he doesn't.
You want my thoughts on this?
Joe Flacco is going to be the quarterback of the Eagles. Oh, sorry.
Honestly, he did a lot better than did Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But then again,
a little bit ridiculous.
Jalen Hurts played against like the second teamers, and Joe Flacco played against the third teamers. So that's not like you got to put Joe Flacco up in the first team.
Yeah.
I guess stuff just to see him out. But going back to the Steelers, in the Hall of Fame game, Josh Dobbs was the best.
Yeah.
In Week 1 preseason, Dwayne Haskins was far and away the best QB.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people, especially Steelers Twitter, just overreacting. I don't think he was like groundbreaking the best player of all time.
But he looks pretty good
throws. But they're acting like he's got everything and like he's just slinging that thing.
See, my thing is about Dwayne Haskins Jr. is I think being under Ben is going to be great for him. I think being under Ben is going to take him. I think it's going to compose him to be a better person all around, I should say, and not be like that rookie kind of whatever he did in his rookie year, crappy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I would say definitely he will grow as a person in the QB, I think, definitely this year. We'll see a lot of change in him, I believe. So I think it's a step in the right direction.
Other QBs, Mason Rudolph, he wasn't the best in either game.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad. I mean,
he wasn't bad. He wasn't great. He was just kind of.
He looked better than he did last year. I mean, improvement. And I don't really think I don't think he's that bad as people think he is.
Well, I wasn't saying that he was bad, but he just kind of like coming off the bat. He kind of, my expectations probably were a little too high for him.
Yeah.
But it still was probably like, even if I lowered my expectation, he still wouldn't have met them. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of like for him because he kind of just felt.
And then there's Josh Dobbs, who is, I guess, the most scrambler out of all of them. I mean, he can run. He can. And he did pretty good in that first preseason game. Was kind of irrelevant in this last one. I didn't really even know he was playing towards the end. I mean, I guess he did pretty good. But if we're going into the season, this is what I think the Steelers should do. I think the Steelers should make Haskins backup. I think Rudolph should be third string, and I think they need to find a way to keep Dobbs around. But if I think Dobbs could be useful as like he was in last year as like a running type of QB.
At this point, I'm thinking you're looking to get rid of Ben. I'm not saying get rid of him, but I'm saying you're looking to slowly add more playing time to the backups because, I mean, Ben's been great, but it's like in this past year, at least none of the like Rudolph for them takes one out of how do I say this, Ben's book and throw it into the defensive line constantly. That's a downfall of Ben's.
This is where I'm going to have to disagree with you on. You said you want the backups to get a little chance in some of these games. I mean, this isn't still preseason, regular season we're talking about. You want your best guy to be playing, and that's Ben. That isn't Haskins. Haskins is not anywhere near Ben right now.
Yes.
Rudolph is so much farther away from Ben. It's not even funny. And Josh Dobbs is even farther. He had a good game, but he's not a very consistent QB, which is why I think if you can, if there's a spot, you can keep him around, put him in some packages that give the like a RPO option type thing, where it's not like deep balls where you have to like pinpoint accuracy, maybe like a screen or a run for him, handoff. Who knows? And that's why I think you could keep him around. But going back to you, I don't really understand how they could justify putting in Haskins or Rudolph over Ben. And to be honest, based off what they've been saying in training camp and their depth chart they released so far, it looks like Mason Rudolph will enter the season as the backup. I don't know why, but
Probably shown a little more in season camp than he did in the games. But to be honest, I want to see a little more of the backups in regular season games due to the fact that I know Ben's good and I know he's on that level, but I just think it needs to be some like different.
Do they want to win a championship or not? Because that is stuff that they have a championship caliber team. You're not going to put in a backup QB who hasn't proven himself yet over a first ballot Hall of Famer who can still play pretty good. There's no way you're going to be able to do that.
I'm saying I think they need to start adding some new players in there. I think the QB spot needs a little bit different.
Find it out in practice, but there is no way unless Ben gets hurt that any of those 3 QBs come in during the season.
I think I'm going to be surprised and he's going to put somebody random in and all of a sudden we're going to be like, what the heck? But then again, that's the Steelers. They do stupid stuff every so often. That's what we call Steelers.
And going back to your point about him throwing it in the defensive line, that was Randy Fichtner last year, their offensive coordinator, and he's fired. He's gone. So they got a new offensive coordinator who is giving them, if you've seen highlights of him, I watched a video on this guy assessing his offenses. It's a little crazy. They got so many motions. There are players from this side switching left and right. Like before this huddle, it confuses the heck out of the defense, and they won't know. They're just going to be Juju's going to be running. Eric Ebron's going to come. Pat Frymuth around the back. Najee Harris goes out wide.
Just make sure not to throw to Johnson. We don't want it to be thrown to Johnson. We don't want a ball on the ground.
Claypool's on the field and he's wide open.
Oh wait, I forgot. He's probably going to do that. They're probably going to do that thing where you're just going to forget about Claypool and then he pulls a 4 touchdown game again.
Yeah.
He's going to do that. He's going to do that this year. They're going to forget about Claypool and go.
The Steelers have 4 very good wide receivers, no matter what people say. I think they have top 5 wide receivers.
But they need to catch the ball. Catch the ball.
I think they're playing that's why Washington may or may not have requested a trade. They said they didn't, but they definitely need to play more because he's the physical guy, I think.
And he's the one that he's going to have the ball.
That's going to go up in double coverage and pull down and come with the ball. And that is, I don't understand why they don't play him, but it's because Deontay Johnson is more of like the elusive guy where he can like just shake people off of him.
Deontay Johnson then, but he's not reliable.
Runner.
Yeah, he's not as reliable with the hands though. I would rather have somebody that
Claypool's the deep threat, but Washington can be utilized.
Juju Smith-Schuster's kind of the guy that you slip in underneath.
The slot.
Yeah, he's the slot dude, and then Ebron's the one that just powers forward. I would say Ebron's the power.
We get to see a lot of 2 tight end sets with them this year with Frymuth too.
Jesse James and Eric Ebron.
He get a lot of targets, but
what a combination!
Jesse James is in.
Caught that ball.
Jesse James is in Chicago.
Ah, dang it. He caught that ball, though. He caught that ball.
Frymuth.
He caught that ball.
Yes, he did. He caught that ball.
He caught that ball.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, he caught that ball. Oh.
He caught a ball from Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah. Justin Fields.
A lot of people are raving about Justin Fields. They said he was the best out of all the rookie QBs. And I'm going to put Jordan Love in that conversation because there was no preseason last year. As we know, he got picked first-round pick last year by the Packers, but we didn't get to see him play at all.
Yeah,
not at all. So,
he actually let me down a little bit. He let me down a little bit in that game.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, let me down a little bit. I thought he would be better. Thought he would have been better a little bit, but He
so
and I know it's because of the college defenses and stuff, but he could some of the highlights just
the highlights we
he's
saw.
not he wasn't consistent as I thought he would be, and
None
that's
of
where
the rookie QBs were consistent at all.
well I
And
do have to say Trevor Lawrence made everybody on the Jaguars look like crap. He made that Jaguars team look like utter crap.
There was one good throw, and I think he had the best throw.
Yeah.
Maybe Trey Lance could compete for that throw. But talk
Trey
about
Lance
Mac Jones, he's definitely the worst out of all of them. Justifying our reason. And then I would probably put Zach Wilson just because he was okay. But what are you gonna do when there's a guy? He missed a couple open throws and it's okay. Like it's the NFL, but still, when there's a guy wide open on the left side, and
you need to hit him. You need to hit him. See, my thing about this QB rookie conversation is that I think the reason why I'm putting Trevor Lawrence as almost pretty much one of the better QBs out of the rookie situation is because you got to put on a team that can't catch a freaking ball. And he's throwing nicely to each of them, and they're like, nah, the ball's on the ground.
Okay.
When I watched some highlights, I was like, okay, I see the Jaguars being a threat if they had some wide receivers.
So,
but they don't.
I know when I was talking to you earlier, I said I put Jordan Love second. I was rethinking that. I'm gonna put him fourth now. He just didn't make impressive throws like that. And like my top three out of the weekend, it's between Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence. I think Trey Lance I'm gonna put number one. I think he made the best. I think he was the best.
He looked the best out of all of them. He looked the most consistent. Lawrence
and Justin Fields, I don't know, because Justin Fields did play longer.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence made.
See, my thing is also
Justin
it's like
Fields
two
also
different
has a better team around him.
Yeah. Justin Fields, I think I'm putting Trevor Lawrence over Justin Fields due to the fact that Trevor Lawrence looked good in that game. It just every so often the wide receiver would let him down, and it would be like, oh, come on. And it would be like, really? How the heck didn't you make that catch? As like Justin Fields, you're like, where the heck were you throwing that ball? At times. At times you're like, what? Why was that? Why were you throwing to him? So it was like, that's why I'm putting Trevor Lawrence over Justin Fields for the first week.
Well, I didn't really see, there were not many perfect throws. I mean, what was it? The one that
Trey Lance, I believe.
No, Trey Lance got the 80-yard touchdown, but like some of them were just like wide open guys. Like I think that was one Justin Fields one.
Yeah, that was one Justin Fields.
It was just like a wide open guy. I'm like, I mean, good for you. You can throw it to a guy when there's no one on him. But
can you do it in double coverage? Can you pinpoint throws?
That's what we're
like Big Ben or like Tom Brady.
I think that's why I'm going to put Trevor Lawrence above Justin Fields, because that one throw Trevor Lawrence made, he knew exactly where to go. His receiver jumped over like the defender, was able to make the catch. But then again, Trey Lance just, I think, had the best weekend out of all of them.
80 yards, nails it.
He was a little good on the evading. He did get sacked a couple times, but that'll happen. Yeah.
When I was going through the and I know it's for the depth and it's preseason, but when I was watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Bengals, I kind of had to laugh a little bit because Brady got sacked a few times.
Yeah.
And it was like
they were playing Tom Brady in the preseason.
Yeah, they played him at like literally right off the bat. Like literally, he was the first QB out there.
They always play the I guess top QB they're gonna play, then they go down the list.
Yeah, I thought they would have ended with him, but that's my thing. But with the way Tom Brady looked, he doesn't look as good this year. But that was preseason, so he probably didn't give a care.
So
yeah, it was 1 week
to show for it.
He is probably one of the most consistent things. But
things, yes.
Yeah, things, QB, whatever he is, I don't know. You gotta love the Hall of Fame though. Hall of Fame speeches, Polamalu, Peyton Manning, his bust a little off though. His butt. See, the thing is, I think
Yeah.
they got his bust wrong. They didn't make his forehead to the dimensions of his forehead. The
It
problem
needed to
was
be
is they
like
needed to
a
be
little
like a
bigger.
they messed it up. Like they made like a 2-inch forehead. He needed
Normal
more like an
foreheads are
eight
like what,
inch.
4? I don't
I
know.
think it was
His
like
is like
8.
10.
His is like 8 or 10. It's weird because you can't really get Manny's face right because it's like it's very big. It's very very elongated.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but then he's like, "And my the other person, Tom Brady," and all you hear is "boo."
Yeah.
Nobody likes Tom Brady anymore. It's like he's like, "What did I do? What did I do?" I was like, "Tom Brady. The reason is you need to just quit. It didn't not that I'm saying I don't mind you being. You just need to stop winning the Super Bowl over and over. You need to give the other guys a chance for once." You need to like not come into a team and go, "Hey, I want this guy now. Oh, I want that guy. Oh, thank you for that guy." And be like, "Oh, now I have
I
a
mean,
perfect team around me."
it's the first time he was able to build like a super team kind of
Yeah,
within the rules. Kind of what the Lakers are doing, but
yeah. And the Lakers, see the thing about LeBron James, Suns game, Suns beat you. Excuse me.
ooh,
You quit. Sorry, I don't know. I had a little something caught in my throat there for a second, but yeah,
yes, very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I
Giannis Capo.
Giannis.
Yeah, yeah. I see. My thing was with the Olympics going on and the basketball team. It's kind of like I don't really watch the basketball anymore due to the fact that I know USA is going to win it every year.
Oh yeah.
It's kind
I
of
mean, they
boring.
lost a couple games where you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, they
Oh my gosh,
suck.
it's interesting. Let's go. Okay, maybe somebody different will win it.
Let's
And then they're like,
go.
and then they all of a sudden we're like, nah. And I'm just like, really? And then I know people would be complaining about them losing, but secretly, I would rather them not get the gold for once. They get just 1 year, just get a silver.
Treason. Okay, and
Treason.
traitor. Okay,
I'm not a
so
traitor. I'm done with them winning the
yes,
gold medal in freaking basketball
let's
every single year and not having a
let's
competition about it.
then maybe have more countries get better at basketball.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the
I
Argentina just upsetted Brazil in volleyball for the bronze medal?
I do not.
Argentina actually upsetted 3-2 sets over Brazil, which means that the gold medal defenders didn't even medal in today's Olympics. And France won gold, Russia won silver in the men's indoor volleyball, and Argentina won bronze.
Okay.
USA, I think, lost somewhere along the line or didn't even make it into the thing. And USA women's beat Brazil to win the gold medal in the indoor volleyball. So they won gold. I believe Brazil won silver, and I don't know who won bronze there. Also, I believe the women's volleyball team, the USA women's
Yeah.
volleyball team, won gold. There's
Beach
your
volleyball or
yeah,
is it regular?
beach volleyball.
Maybe they okay. I knew it was beach volleyball.
They won beach volleyball and indoor volleyball. So
Okay, everybody, let's give Mark Madden a big get out of everything. Get like tell him to get like off of everything. Mark Madden is about the worst person I think I
what
could
did you
ever
do?
think of. He is a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
You know Mark Madden?
No, I
Everybody
don't.
knew.
Please
He
set.
he is he should be the most hated. He is the most hated guy in Pittsburgh. He's so stupid. He delivers these stupid arguments. No, nothing to back him up. It's his
Okay, so what?
stupid opinions. He just like it's his way of like insulting people, and he thinks he's right no matter what. The insults, and this just he says, "I am so over in this town." Yes, get out of town. We hate you.
Yay!
Everybody hates you. Mark Madden, you are about the worst thing that's
What?
happened to Pittsburgh.
Explain some of his um opinions that he
Okay,
stands
so I
by.
remember it was a couple of years ago, and he said they should trade Malkin for like nothing because he's not worth anything. It's really his arguments are purely out of rage that they lose. And
Trade
he
Malkin because he's
thinks,
worth nothing. Really? No, you an idiot. You an idiot. If I'm trading Malkin, I'm
trade
getting.
Malkin and Letang. They don't need it. Start the rebuild. No one wants to see them win.
Okay, so Letang got to stay, and if you trade Malkin, you got to get like maybe a couple more uh promising prospects, maybe a really good promising prospect for him to look for the next few years. Maybe a like almost like a another Malkin. But
Yeah.
yeah,
He
no,
he just
yeah.
picks these. He sends out these stupid tweets,
Mm,
and then he picks random people in the comments
mm,
that have the most controversial comment to him.
mm-hmm,
He picks it and starts a fight
mm,
with them. Then other
yeah,
people join in on the fight. He does the same thing to those people,
yeah,
and it just goes on and on. Yeah,
yeah.
that's enough said.
Well, speaking
I do
about
not like
bad
him.
writers and journalists or covers of sports,
ESPN.
ESPN decided to try to cover the Messi. Um,
Oh my
how do I
gosh, I
say
got it
this?
right.
The Messi
ESPN.
trend. Yes,
Of course, of
ESPN.
course.
These dumb butts decided. Oh yeah, Messi doesn't want to leave Barcelona because it's so beautiful because it's there. I'm like you. How do I say this? He has spent pretty much his whole soccer career let me say that again. His soccer career since he was age probably 16, I believe, in Barcelona. So him getting gypped on trying to stay at Barcelona and after like 16 so years
Yeah.
with the actual team, that is why he wants to stay. You actual idiot. Cause like
Mm.
I actually was watching. They knew nothing about that. They knew nothing about Messi. They just wanted to cover it for the views. It made me
Yeah.
angry. It made me so
It
angry.
was the same thing with the expansion draft. They brought in two guys who were like basketball.
Yeah.
They're
It
they're, they're,
makes
they're basketball
okay.
announcers and basketball
So
people, and they're
here's
trying to cover
yeah.
hockey.
Okay, excuse me. I can't remember his name. It's A Smith. No. What's his
Stephen A.
name? Stephen A.
Stephen
He
A.
he was the one that covered it. And I like him.
Why?
I like his controversial point. But soccer.
Stephen A. is only good for basketball and football. He knows a lot about basketball, a little too much if you ask me, and a lot about football. He does not
you
know
do
much about
you do soccer.
anything else.
You do soccer.
Those are about his two
You
sports.
you do soccer and you talk about the best player probably in the world right now, other than Ronaldo. See, Messi's on another level with Ronaldo. Like Messi and Ronaldo are like completely another
Mhm.
levels of everybody. And you have a guy that knows basketball and football talk about freaking uh just just this. And what made me the most angry is the fact that you give no care in the world. You talk about the city of Barcelona. You don't talk about the fact, like you talk about how beautiful Barcelona is. You don't talk about the fact that Messi has stayed there since 19 years old. Like his debut was 19 years old. Comes on the field, scores a goal with Ronaldinho, one of the other greats of soccer. We don't talk about the fact that he has set like benchmarks with Barcelona that nobody else could probably do. We talk about how beautiful the city is. That would make me so angry. And ESPN is losing my respect by the second now. Due to like they're losing my respect. Like I like
Stay tuned to the Staleman Network. We are going to be covering and broadcasting the next 15 years.
Because the thing is because the thing is me, I I will talk about baseball, I'll talk about golf, I'll talk about tennis, but I won't put my opinions in it, or I won't talk about like, hey, I know this for sure. It's more like me saying, hey, I want to dip my toes into this, look into it a little bit. As ESPN's like, hey, let's throw this guy in to go in depth about one of the greatest players on earth.
This is what kind of summed it up perfectly. This guy, he was like, ESPN just threw two basketball guys and said, meh, let them figure it out.
Yeah, that's what they do. And
basically,
it makes me so angry because it kind of degrades
they'll figure it out.
Just the legacy. Like I am very angry about this because it's the fact that you don't talk about the pure legacy behind Messi at Barcelona. You don't talk about the legacy. You just talk about the damn city. Excuse me for that bad word. I'm sorry for the bad word, but it's the fact that you don't talk about the like 16-year legacy. 16-year legacy. You talk about the dang city. It kind of made me a little it made me a little ticked off a little bit. It kind of made me a little angry, and I was ESPN needs to do something about that now. And
preach, brother, preach,
preach,
holler to the sky,
to the sky, God, my holy. It's ESPN. You need to get a life. You need to get a life. You need to get people that actually know soccer, please.
Oh, you know why? They just want money.
Yeah. Oh, they want money. But the thing is NBC. I'll watch NBC over you because they actually know how to cover freaking soccer.
Well, that because NBC just picks sports that they don't overwhelm themselves.
Oh, hold
ESPN,
on. Hold on. They picked hockey. And guess who they had in hockey? They had Doc. And then guess who they had in okay, so in soccer, they're a little bit different, but they have guys that like know kind of how to announce. But I do have to say, FS1, if you're watching a soccer game, you FS1. Go and watch FS1 because they actually have announcers that can Fox Sports 1. But they have announcers that do actually appreciate the game, like the announcer. Like I wouldn't mind the announcers from the game that covered Brazil, the Copa America final, because at the end they knew when to talk. So like at the end, when the celebrations are going on with the trophies and everything, they actually were quiet at the right time. So they were quiet watching the celebrations of Messi actually getting his finally win out of 10, I believe, finals. And and
that's not why I like them. Yeah. I like them because they bring in excitement.
Yeah,
and a lot of insight.
Yeah, but my thing
to
was
some people like me that don't watch all the time.
Yeah, but my thing was the announcers. My big thing was the announcers knew when to talk and knew when not to talk, because you can hear their excitement while they're talking too. Like they bring the excitement, but they also were like when they didn't need to talk and just let the moment take over, as I would say, it was just beautiful. As ESPN would just talk through that moment, or they would cut away I believe they covered the Champions League final.
They just cut away.
They cut away from the Chelsea's how do I say this celebration? Yeah, they cut away, and then when they come back, they talked over the whole entire celebration. Really, it's
and the worst part is, ESPN now has ESPN Plus, and if you want to watch all these sporting games, you have to get their streaming service now, which is $6 a month. $6 a month just to watch sports games that normally you could get with regular TV.
Yeah, I know.
NHL, they're having 40-something exclusive games on ESPN Plus. But you have to pay the $6 a month for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it.
It's ridiculous.
But I'm not too happy about it.
See, my thing is it's when I watched NBC, I enjoyed it because when you watched hockey with NBC, if you heard Doc Emmerich's voice, you were in for a beautiful game. You were in for a game that you were gonna watch all the way through because you just wanted to listen to Doc call the game. It didn't matter who was playing. He could have the Florida Panthers versus the
Detroit Red
Ottawa
Wings
Senators
the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah, he could have the worst teams out of the whole league playing each other. He would make it sound like it is the the Stanley Cup
final, Game 7 overtime.
Yeah, he would make it sound like every single time you would hear it would be oh my gosh, oh wait, what's gonna happen now? Oh my gosh, and you would get into it because of him, or the announcers, the emotions that they share and everything. So it's but when they go to ESPN just
and a lot of NBC people, I will point out, have signed deals with either ESPN or TBS/TNT.
Let's just hope they.
I know the one guy. It might be Kenny Albert. No, it was John Forsland who after Doc left, might have actually been the best announcer. He's actually
Yeah.
going to Seattle to be their announcer.
That's good. Maybe I'll watch some Seattle games on the Seattle station. Just be like, okay, so let's tune in right here real quick just to listen to the announcer.
Seattle Kraken.
Just all of a sudden has the excitement. Yeah. See, the thing is I think ESPN's too much of a big corporation now. It's kind of ridiculous how they put basketball people to cover different aspects of different things compared to like you put basketball guys to.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad if they had experts in
Yeah,
everything.
like if they had experts in like
they didn't
tennis
have technical
or like
difficulties every 10
have
minutes. But
experts in soccer. That PO'd me so much. It tweaked me the wrong way.
He is the face behind ESPN, so of course he had to be there. You know, if it's not ESPN without the face. He's basically there for all those people who don't watch soccer, who don't really know soccer, try and draw them in, I guess.
Yeah, draw them in,
coverage,
but you talk about the dang city of Barcelona. You don't talk. If you talk about some of the stuff that his man has done, you will get drawn in. Like if I said, oh yeah, this man in one season. Now, relatively, this has never been done before. So let's set the scene a little bit. There's this other team that in one season had 91 goals altogether. So this one team only scored 91 goals in one season, which is relatively good for a team. Now, 100 goals is usually what you expect from a team in a whole season. But this man decided to do it alone. He decided to go and score 91 goals. Look how much better I just sounded right there. This man, like, wouldn't you be more interested in a person that, like, you wouldn't know, but all of a sudden just tells us, like, almost like slight of a story. We're here today
to witness
the best of the best play each other. And maybe Mbappe will leave PSG so that Ronaldo can come in and we can have the Ronaldo and Messi we all wanted.
Where would Mbappe go?
I don't know.
Man City rumors. City.
So I was on TikTok scrolling through, and I saw the best video ever. So we all know about the Barcelona big three: Messi, Suarez, and Neymar Jr. Like that was like the prime time. Suarez right now is Atletico Madrid. Let's hope he kind of comes over to PSG. But I saw the video of Neymar and Messi seeing each other again. That freaking was beautiful. It's like all of a sudden it's back. It's back. They're finally together again. It's like way. It's like the era is not over. We get one last go. You bring in Suarez, and if PSG bring in Suarez or Ronaldo,
cue the slow motion. We are the champions.
If they bring in Suarez, it's not the fact that if they win a game, it's the fact that everybody
to do that.
They probably do, but the aspect of the
they got money. They just got money everywhere.
The aspect of having Suarez, Neymar, and Messi all back together again. All the soccer fans or football fans would go crazy. Like that era and time was like the one of the.
They do it? I feel like sometimes they just have to do it to make people happy.
You have to.
It's what the people want to see.
If you make that happen, I think you would gain so many fans, and all of a sudden you would have enough money to go and buy Ronaldo.
So many more people are just going to go watch the games if that happens. Yeah. And that's something they have to take into consideration.
Imagine having the top three again. The best, like the best. Is
this guy good or not? Like.
It doesn't matter if they're good. It's just the soccer fans that had watched Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar Jr. together. Just it would bring back other memories from Barcelona. You would be like, "Hey, we're back, boys. We're back to the prime time Messi."
Oh boy! Just to mention Messi.
Messi. Goal. Ronaldo.
Where'd he go? Oh. Everyone, what happened?
See, I heard this best quote the other day about Messi. It was like, Ronaldo is the best human player. He pushed the human boundaries. Messi is just from another planet. Messi's just on another level. and I'm like, I was just like, that's so true though, because the fact that like you see Messi's touch and it's just like, and he just does something like you can't, like with Messi, you're like questioning how does he do it. With Ronaldo, you're like, how do I get there?
Yeah.
That's the thing about the difference between the two. And that's why Messi's just on another level because his sheer talent is just beautiful.
So
But yeah,
the
getting in.
NFL top 100 players are going on
Oh
right now.
yeah,
Michael Thomas is 48. I mean, Mike Evans is 48. Minka Fitzpatrick ended up at 52.
oh
Cam Hayward at 57.
oh boy, that defense though for the Pittsburgh
When this is
Steelers
all done,
has some
we're gonna have
depth.
to look. We're gonna have to look at all top 100 players
Yeah,
and see who was ranked too high, who got snubbed.
yeah.
And this is all based off the players ranking the players.
See,
Obviously, Claypool didn't get in it, but
see, my thing is I liked. See, the thing about Steelers defense is it's depth. It has its depth. Like it has some serious depth. Like Hightower. There's a few other people that they did sign and they did get, and it just that like yeah, it's some serious business. Like if you're looking at defenses, you're looking either at the Rams or the Steelers right now for the defense.
yeah,
It's Steel, and really what you should be looking at for defense every single year is Steelers because you want to know what Steelers is the defensive team.
yeah.
The steel
and
curtain.
after the trade of Joe Schobert, just makes him so much better.
Yeah.
Because now you got Devin Bush lining up with Joe Schobert, who is apparently going to be their defensive play caller.
Oh boy.
That quickly, Joe Schobert just like takes the reins on the defense for a 6th-round pick. What a steal!
Yeah, what a steal. It's great. It's great. Life is good. You see there's just Bengals did surprise me though. They looked pretty actually decent. They look to have some decent. They look better than last year. They didn't look great, but they look better.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. I would say they're not there yet, but they made a step in the right direction. Tampa Bay surprised me, which how little depth they actually have. What other teams did I see? Bears, okay. Miami just looks pretty good. I like the look of Miami. Got to go through San Francisco 49ers. They need players around. They need more players. They're not there yet. They're not there yet. They're almost there. They're just not there yet. Cowboys, yep, they're the usual story. They have the pieces, they just can't put it together. That's my thought on Cowboys. They have the pieces, they can't put it together. Eagles, Eagles, yeah, Eagles look bad. Eagles look bad. The how do I say this? The third and second string look about the same as the first string of the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles are kind of like, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
They didn't.
I guess Deshaun Watson isn't coming to the Eagles.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's dead. I'm pretty sure. I guess that's a dead rumor.
Well, Joe Flacco will be the quarterback for the Eagles.
Honestly, I think it probably would be better for them.
Yeah. Just imagine.
I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
You put Jalen Hurts in because he's younger.
Yeah.
More potential.
Imagine they actually just went and just surprised us. You know what? We're gonna put Joe Flacco.
They're not in win now mode, so they're kind of preparing for the future. What's best for the future?
If they're an idiot, then again, if they be idiots like they usually do sometimes, and they put Joe Flacco in.
Maybe they will.
I saw this cool meme the other day about Colts and Carson Wentz is now out with a injury here, and then all of a sudden it's just on a TV. On a TV, it's just that, and then all of a sudden you just see a phone ring, and it says the owner of Colts, and all of a sudden it goes, and there was like a little thing. It says Nick Foles. He was like, "Yep, you need me. Yep, I'm coming in to win a Super Bowl. Yep, gotcha. Okay, I'll be there in a few minutes." And just started. I was like,
"Yep, coming.
Yep, we need to win a Super Bowl real quick. Got it, coming in." That was funny though. You
You
just
mean to win a Super Bowl? You coming in?
uh
If they
if you
get Nick Foles, that would be the most hilarious thing of all
and then
time.
they go and win the Super Bowl. Not only do they get Nick Foles, they go and win a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. I'm just gonna be like,
Carson
it's
Wentz will
poetic
literally die.
justice. It's poetic justice. It's poetic justice. All you have to do is be a team that has a hurt Carson Wentz, and then have Nick Foles come in, and you'll get the Super Bowl because then it'll be Tampa Bay
I mean, you're paying Carson
versus you.
Wentz all that money to get hurt, but hey,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is there any other? Oh, yeah, there is a topic I would like to say in the LA Dodgers, I believe, versus the Mets game. Was it LA Dodgers and the Mets? Yes. There was a guy in the stands that was shining a laser into the batter's eye.
oh, was it?
I believe it was Dodgers
Who
and
was it?
Mets because
Yeah. I know it
it
was the
was
Dodgers. It might have been Max Muncy that got hit with the
yeah,
laser. I think I
yeah.
saw.
And the umpires were trying to figure out, but they couldn't figure out who it was, which sucks. But they needed. We all know what's going to be a rule next year is no lasers at all
I
at
mean,
the
there shouldn't be
games.
lasers at the
Yeah,
beginning.
there shouldn't be.
Times, you know.
But the problem is
But
there's
you're
no
not going
rule
to
for it.
stop. You're not going to stop every
Yeah.
what 30,000 or so many
Yeah,
thousand.
but still,
fans.
it's like there's like there's got
And be
to
like,
be a
"Let me
rule
see
for
the
it.
laser pointer area where you hide your laser pointers."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a pretty big one if you're gonna like flash it in their whole face.
but
or
it can
something.
be one of those like little pinpoint ones that kind of because you can hide it like this and nobody will notice
Yeah.
you're doing it. So it's like
I swear it's my keychain. Don't take my keychain.
that's just bad.
It's kind of like a thing where there's really no way to stop it.
Yeah, there's no way to stop it, but there's like it's which sucks. But I believe with that, do we want to cover anything else? Any hockey news that you have, especially? Do you have any tennis news? Oh, did you hear any tennis news?
We do not. I do know the U.S. Open is going to be starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
any rugby news? Any rugby news?
I do not. Although I did actually do some research on rugby today and found out that Australia is surprisingly the best rugby team in the US.
I would also
the US Open.
US? How is Australia the best in the US?
I mean, the Australia is the best in the world.
Okay.
Sorry, it was
is New Zealand pretty close to that 30th.
Too? I think it's New Zealand and
yep.
Australia probably.
Sounds about right. Oh, he is looking now.
Well, I'm seeing what I looked up earlier. Best rugby league. Which country is the best rugby? Oh, actually, New Zealand is 100%. Australia is 91.82. I guess Australia just has like the best league. I don't know. There are so many rugby leagues. It's not even funny. I cannot find the best one. I just know that one of the main ones that come up, National Rugby League, which is in Australia.
Oh, I wanted to talk about one more thing, and I had to bring it up here. But continue, please.
That's pretty much it. National Rugby League's pretty cool because I am going ahead and making jerseys and stuff. So I have this thing. I actually, for everyone who doesn't know, we are going to be doing a live fantasy draft for NFL, and I did make some jerseys for my team name to be posted.
Okay,
but there are some jerseys for the team, and we're going to be doing it like an actual NFL draft, the NFL fantasy draft, like with the first pick, so that's
and with the first pick,
shadow the first
chooses Michael Jackson.
Michael the dog fighting back.
Okay.
All of a sudden Aaron chooses Jake Paul.
So I have a thing up here, and this was one of the biggest, stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. Now, I would like to share here, and we will go through what we think here. So, as we can see, this is the men's soccer rankings. Number one is Belgium. Hold on. Let's go through this here. Number one is Belgium. Number two is Brazil. Number 3 is France. Number 4 is England. Number 5 is Italy. Number 6 is Argentina. Number 7 is Spain. Number 8 is Portugal. Number 9 is Mexico. Number 10 is USA. Number 11 is Denmark. Number 12 is Netherlands. What I would like to cover is the fact that these 3 teams here, and here are wrong. So Belgium, Italy won Euros. They beat Belgium. They beat, I believe, England to win it. Didn't they beat England? Yes. They also, I believe, beat the Netherlands too. But the France lost to, I believe, Switzerland of all teams. And then, okay, so how I would think it should go is Italy's in first, and Brazil. Okay, Brazil lost to Argentina. How do you explain Brazil being above Argentina when they lost Copa America to Argentina? Okay, please stop writing. Please stop writing right now, please.
I'm just ranking them, but you keep moving up and down, which is why I
as you can see, okay, how do you have possibly Mexico over USA? Explain to me that, because what did they do the last time Mexico and USA meant? Tell me, what did USA do? They beat the pants off of them 2 times in a row.
If you look at the scores here that I'm underlining, you'll see that Mexico has a 10-point advantage.
Explain to me how that's possible when they lost to USA 2 times. Two. And they lost both finals versus USA. So how are you saying Mexico is better than USA?
I don't know. This is where USA should be placed.
Now, I would say they're more like 7th or like 8th. I'm not saying that
they were.
I would say Portugal's probably around 9th. Mexico is 10th. I would say Spain's kind of sitting at 7th. So I'm thinking Spain's slightly better than USA, I do have to say, due to the fact that Switzerland did beat. I think Switzerland should be higher, though, because they beat France.
Yeah, well,
they beat
at
France.
the bottom? Who's at the bottom?
So we have 50. Jamaica kind of makes sense. Scotland, Greece, Ireland.
Number 1, Jamaica, of course.
Romania, Costa Rica, Norway,
okay,
Qatar.
You know what?
Qatar should be a little higher, too, I think. I think Qatar should be sitting up probably in the 30s. I think
you're just a little bit high on Qatar.
They're actually pretty.
You have a weird relationship with Qatar.
I think Qatar is a little bit better than what they put him, so he's probably more like 30.
What have the Qatar fans been doing to you that are making you do
I
this?
just they played pretty well in the Copa or the CONCACAF Gold Cup, but I think they should be sitting a little higher than that. Russia, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Russia's that there. Yeah, Ukraine.
Yes. Oh, the Wales.
Wales.
Really, USA is really like 7th.
Okay, Germany.
They're getting better.
Okay. Yeah. This is so wrong. This just looks so wrong. Belgium in first.
How did Belgium get number 1?
I don't know. How is Italy not number 1 right now? Explain to me how Italy's not number 1. Like, how? Let's look at.
I am saying the same thing. How you were denying my request.
So we have the men's ranking. Let's see if we can get the women's ranking here.
USA is not number 1 in that anymore.
No, it's Canada. Should be Canada. If they don't have that, women's World Cup. No, that's not what I want. Women's football. Let's look up women's rankings here real quick. Let's look at that. Let's see how the women's look here.
As we have passed our time limit, we are going to be working overtime here.
Oh, okay.
This is MSN. What are you talking about?
Sorry, that's MSN. Sorry, FIFA.
I mean, freaking Canada's at like 8.
Yes. Sir, my good sir.
Canada is at 8.
Canada. Oh, FIFA, I hate you.
That's
You
why
can't get
USA, 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 USA. Are we sure
USA's
these
not
are
top.
updated?
They lost to
No, these
Canada.
aren't. Go up, go up. Date June 25th.
Oh shoot. Yeah, they're all not updated, but
None of them are updated. We got them now.
Hold on, is this updated? No, this is updated. This is August. This is
The
August 12th.
men's, the
The men's
is
is updated. The men's is updated, and this is. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna stop share. We're gonna end this podcast because I'm getting a little too heated right now over the fact that the men's rankings are total crap and need to go bye-byes. But thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell us how you're doing. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, stay steel strong, and we will see you in the next one.
Jersey looks. Maybe we'll
Peace.
one.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace.